Yate to ihiha kun kano yahaki by Hansen. Thank you for showing up. Today is Tuesday, October 11th, 2022. Notice of public hearing and regular meeting. So we're going to go ahead and start or call this meeting to order at 5:08 p.m. Item B, presentation of the 2021 through 2022 annual financial report. Lori Wilson.
Hello. Good evening. President Fowler, governing board members, Superintendent Anderson. I'm here tonight to present the annual financial report for fiscal year 22, aka the AFR. So unlike other times, I'm here to propose how we want to spend our budget and funding in the future. This one is detailed accounting of everything, every operation activity that we spent in fiscal year 22, which is from July 1st, 2021 to June 30th, 2022. So excuse me if I have to put on my glasses. So I've prepared a summary report that's in front of you guys. First of all, I have the AFR in front of you, but you can see it's pages and pages of detailed accounting numbers. So I tried to make a summary report that you could find a basic overview of the larger categories of the different budgets that you probably are interested in. So to start with, we have our maintenance and operation budget. As you can see, the state provided us with about $17.2 million. That is just the budget. Our expenditures for the year were $16,588,174. That gives us a budget balance of $635,000. So below that, you're going to see our maintenance and operation expenditure categories. So this is a little breakdown of what salaries, employee benefits, purchase services, supplies, and unrestricted capital outlay. You guys have any questions on what? I mean, that's just part of it. There are more, but there's, if you want to look at the AFR, but that's just the basic predominance is our budget, is our salaries and benefits. Moving on, we have impact aid. So our revenue for impact aid this year was $6,995,575. Our expenditures were $6,046,606, leaving us a budget balance of $948,969. Now we had a carryover that came from prior year of $6.7 million. So our cash balance at this time is just over $7.7 million. And again, this is different from maintenance and operation budget. This is a cash balance budget. In other words, we can only spend what we actually have in the bank. A little bit like your own personal bank, okay? Classroom site fund, our revenue was $2,019,264. Our total expenditures for that are $1,318,985. And below that, you can see the classifications that the teachers received, the breakdowns, and how they got their money. Finally, we have our federal project funds. This is all our grants. You can just see that there's federal, we received state, and then also we received food service funding. We had all students paid for the food service this past year, which was a real benefit to our district. Are there any questions? Is there anything you would like to ask?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you, Lori. Item C, public comments. We don't have any, so we're going to go to item D, adjournment of the public hearing. Board members, do we have a motion?
Motion we adjourn.
I second.
We are adjourning this public hearing at 5:12 p.m. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion was made by Sandra, second by Charles. Motion carries with 3 votes. Item 2, regular board meeting. Item A, call this meeting to order at 5:13 p.m. Item B, roll call.
Chuck Weiss, board member.
Sandra Kidman.
Desiree Fowler.
Barbara Shields.
Bryce Anderson.
Thank you. Item C, I'd like to call Bren Anderson and Luke Clutter to the mic up here. And we're going to go ahead and have them lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. All right. You want me to hold it for you? Go ahead.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you, Bren and Luke. Item B, moment of silence. I'd like to ask everyone to join me for a moment of silence. Thank you. Item E, approval of agenda. Do you have a motion?
I make a motion to approve the agenda for the regular meeting.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion was made by Charles, second by Sandra. Motion carries with 3 votes. Item 3, announcement and comments. At the moment, we do not have any, so we'll go down to item 4, special business. Recognition of PUSD Employee of the Month. Bryce, can I ask you to present the Employee of the Month, please?
No. This is the items.
It is my honor and pleasure to recognize our certified Pride Winner of the Month. If I could have Shelby Jensen, H High School counselor, come up. And a round of applause. Shelby was nominated by Mr. Gunther, and he shares that in terms of qualities, behaviors that deserve recognition, completing all assigned tasks with a smile, being a true team player, understanding the process to streamline schedule changes, keeping students first and doing what's best for them, and returning to work knowing she was flying solo. Specific examples of projects or situations in which this employee has excelled: staying upbeat despite managing 800 student schedules, seeking out quality opportunities for our high school students after graduation, making time for colleagues and students to vent, and being proactive with SEL components. Shelby, you are invaluable. Congratulations. Our classified employee of the month, I don't see him, otherwise he'd probably be waving at me right now, is Thomas Hall. For those of you who don't know who Thomas Hall is, he is our crossing guard at Lakeview. He was nominated by Tawny Lund. The qualities and behaviors that deserve recognition: every morning without fail, Thomas Hall is at the corner safely escorting our students to school. He ensures each student's safety is the #1 priority. If he isn't holding up traffic for our students, he is waving to each and every car. I know as an employee, it makes me feel very welcome onto the Lakeview campus. I can imagine as a parent, the feeling is mutual. It is a great way to start off your day. If you have the opportunity to see Thomas in the hallways, he is always so friendly and kind. His first question is always, "How are you doing?" He genuinely cares about all the employees he comes in contact with, but more importantly, all the students he sees. An example of where he has excelled, specifically Thomas excels in making people feel good. This is a super important characteristic in all career fields, but in education, it seems to require a bit more. It seems to be that Thomas is able to be exceptionally kind and friendly, regardless of what he might have personally going on at home. We need more humans like Thomas around. Thank you, Thomas, for always being a big smile, friendly gesture, and a kind human. I appreciate how you encourage my day to start with kindness and gratitude. Congratulations to Thomas.
Thank you, Superintendent Anderson. Item B, recognition of Page Unified School District Student of the Month. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with Page Preschool. Did I see Penny Case here? Would you like to? Oh, you're no longer at the preschool. I'm sorry. So I'm going to have you present this one.
I think it was another teacher, but I can read it.
Okay. It says nominated by Penny Case, so I just thought.
That's okay. All right. I think it was nominated by Maxwell String. All right. Jensen Burnham is the student she nominated. He's been a student at the preschool both last year and this current year. When he started, he talked very little and was painfully shy in class and on the playground. Through the course of the last year, now the beginning of this one, he has come out of his shell completely. He loves school, he is engaged in all class activities, and has a great attitude about whatever we are doing. He's respectful to his teachers and other students. Academically, he's really started to blossom and works hard at whatever task at hand. He's a good friend. He constantly shares with other students, but even beyond that, he will sacrifice his turn for a friend. He is compassionate and empathetic, being the first to comfort a friend who is hurting. JJ also has a great sense of humor. He keeps his teachers laughing unknowingly and adds cheerful disposition to the entire classroom.
Awesome. Thank you, Penny. I appreciate it. Lakeview Primary School. I just seen Brian. Oh,
You have the teacher.
and we have the teacher here. Janice Bartholomew, I'm going to call you up here and I'm going to have you read here. So it's going to be at the bottom there.
Come on up. So I nominated Bryn Anderson for Student of the Month. She is an exemplary student in the classroom. She shows her pride by being positive, respectful, involved, determined, and excellent. She has helped a student who has struggled with knowing what to do for several weeks now. She is kind, patient, and helpful. She is a good partner and team member for all of her other classmates. She participates in class discussions and helps others around her who may need assistance. She is successful with completing her assignments and is doing well in reading and math. She is also a good friend to all of her classmates.
Congratulations. Desert View Intermediate School.
Desert View's Student of the Month is Luke Clutter. Come on up, Luke. Luke is in 3rd grade, and he was nominated by his 3rd grade teacher, Miss Russell. And Miss Russell says Luke is a kind, responsible, and respectful student. He shows his pride every single day. He is an active listener and engaged in the classroom. He completes his work and takes his time to make sure he has done his best. He is truly an asset to our 3rd grade classroom. Thank you, Luke.
Congratulations, Luke. Page Middle School. I'm pretty sure this young lady is at practice, right?
So Page Middle School selected to nominate and recognize Miss Evangeline Manning. So Evangeline is a joy in class and always eager to learn and embrace new challenges every day. She is very responsible and consistently puts forth her best effort to succeed academically. She has excellent class involvement and leads her team to be successful as well. She has shown a positive attitude and great consideration for others. It is with great pleasure that I, Ms. Akura, nominate Ms. Evangeline M. Manning as the Student of the Month.
Page High School, Cadence and Jenny. Cadence, I know, is probably at practice or parent-teacher conference. That's what happened. All right, battery's not good. Oh, there it goes. Sorry. All right. Cadence and Jenny was nominated by Ms. Dempsey. Cadence is a delight to have in the classroom. She is hardworking, polite, active in her education, and supportive of her peers. Cadence completes everything on time and takes pride in how she represents herself. She currently has a perfect A in English 11 honors. Cadence, congratulations. Now I'd like to go ahead and recognize Mesa High School.
Linnell, do you want to come up here? No. Okay, so the Student of the Month for Vance and Mesa High School is Linnell Benali, nominated by Mrs. Magpaseo Bunch. Linnell has performed significantly in both of his classes in ELA 12A and ELA 11A, which made him reach the required percentage to earn a credit. He is driven by his goal to attain academic achievement through putting in effort and complying with his assignments and assessments. His academic success, achieved through working silently and consistently, can have ripple effects on his friends and classmates. Congratulations to Linnell Benali. Thank you. Moving on to Student of the Month for Sage and Sand Virtual Academy, Alizea Joe. You want to come up here, Alizea? Alizea Joe was nominated by Jeremy Poole. Alizea has really performed well for the month of September, going above and beyond the expectation to work toward achieving his academic goals. Alizea has shown this month what is possible when a student puts their mind into action. Congratulations to Alizea Joe.
I'd like to take a moment to also recognize our parents. If you could please stand for us with your child. We would like to applaud you for all the hard work that you put in to make the finest Pride Student of the Month here in Cajun High School District. And each of our Pride Student of the Month and Employee of the Month, we'd like to ask you to meet Stephen Law out in the lobby there to get your pictures taken. Thank you. Item C, recognition and approval of donation made to the district. Two-page student council from Glenham Christiansen, Airbnb in the amount of $150. To student council from Cassandra Bitsui, a 1994 Cadillac STS in the amount of $500. To student council from Ace Hardware, 2.1 gallon cans of black paint in the amount of $35. To Page High School cross country from Lapel Furniture in the amount of $150. To student support services from Adventure Antelope Canyon Tours in the amount of $300. to Auto Shop from Lake Powell Cruisers in the amount of $500, to Page High School Counseling from Dixie's Lower Antelope Canyon Tours in the amount of $250. Board members, do we have a motion?
I make a motion, we approve donations to Page Unified School District.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion is made by Charles, second by Sandra. Motion carries with 3 votes. Item 5, reports. A, governing board reports. Charles, would you like to start us off?
Don't have anything at this time.
I probably,
Yes, forgot, did attend the law conference, here last month. It was a pretty, informative, conference. And, learned a lot in regards to, the, daily operations and as far as how business is conducted here in the district office. So it was really informative, learned a lot. Other than that, I guess, I've been watching some of the sports, that's been going on here at the district. Page Middle School football, they were undefeated. Pretty awesome there, good job on them. We've got JV and varsity high school football going strong for the most part. Hopefully they'll do an outstanding job here at the end and finish strong. So we'll move on to basketball and wrestling. And to all the other teams too, they're all doing exceptionally well. So, and the cross country team is doing really outstanding. So just want to say thank you to the coaches. And again, thank you all our administrators, staff, teachers for doing everything that you guys are doing out there, keeping our students safe and educated. Thank you.
thank you, Charles. I just wanted to mention that I attended the NAPAS conference in Washington, D.C. We took 5 students, including Mr. Carlos Begay, to help chaperone. That trip was pretty amazing, I must say, an eye-opener for 5 of our Page High School students who are involved with the Napa Language Unity Club. They visited with our senator and also our congressman, Tom O'Halloran staffer. So one of the awesome things about this was that the students did invite the Deputy of Secretary of Education to visit our school and experience some of the barriers and challenges and the awesome things that we are doing here in the Page Unified School District. And then also, I did attend the Lachey chapter meeting and also the Copper Mine chapter meeting. So some of the information that they have been requesting are very more so repetitive. So we are looking forward to hosting our first chapter forum in person at the end of the month so that we get the information that is needed to each of our chapter officials, just to keep them in the loop. And I know that a lot of the question goes back to impact aid. So that was some of the things that mentioned at the chapter meetings. And other than that, I did participate with the Napa Language Unity Club float with the Western Napa Nation Fair, and then also the celebration that took place last night at the City Park for Indigenous Peoples Day. The proceeds from the Napa taco sales went back to the Napa Language Unity Club. So just a couple of things that happened. That's all I have. Item B, Superintendent Bryce Anderson.
Just a couple of things to report. Had an opportunity to attend part of the Navajo Language and Culture, as well as Unity Club Indigenous People Day yesterday. I want to extend my gratitude to Mayor Bill Dyack, who gave a wonderful welcome, and Paul Begay, who really put into context the importance and significance of Indigenous Peoples Day. Had an opportunity to attend this year's first Education Roundtable hosted by CCC that had stakeholders in attendance. A presentation was provided on the state of education in Arizona and really looking how we could leverage our resources to advance that forward. Had an opportunity to participate in the CCC presidential search meeting to hear from individual candidates that are pursuing that position and provide feedback. Also had a chance to attend the Untitled Chapter. I would like to extend my gratitude. Bryce Williams did a phenomenal job. A student here at Page High School did an excellent job of also presenting during the Untitled Chapter meeting. Very impressive and a good representation for our district. We are, as President Fowler referred to, we are looking at a chapter forum on September 26th. Tentatively scheduled right now from 10 to 1 o'clock. We are working on an agenda and we'll get that information out and invitations to our chapter leaders. The last piece, and it was really the highlight of my week last week, was the opportunity to attend, and I think I was invited by accident, but the Desert View Pride Assembly. Talk about an amazing electric atmosphere in there. And I just want to commend Ms. Stahl for the job of recognizing students and staff and really making it an inclusive environment for everybody who operates under that roof. It was amazing. I learned a new clap that I think that's the only way I'm going to clap moving forward is the Desert Edge clap. But really well done, and thank you for the invite, even though I think it might have been a mistake.
Thank you, Superintendent Anderson. Item 6, unfinished business. We do not have any at the moment. So item 7, governing board consent agenda. Sandra, could you please read?
Yep. A copy of the consent agenda is available at the district administration office. All items listed will be considered as a unit by the governing board and will be approved with one motion. There will not be a separate discussion of these items unless a board member requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered as a separate item.
Thank you. Do we have a motion?
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion was made by Charles, second by Sandra. Motion carries with 3 votes. Item 8, calendar of events. Item 8, Coconino County meeting, October 27th. That is going to be hosted by the Flagstaff Unified School District this year. And we are all registered, correct? All right. So board members, do you have any questions regarding this specific agenda item?
Can you go over it one more time, just in regards to?
The Coconino County meeting is scheduled for October 27th. So it takes place at the district office of Flagstaff Unified School District. And I believe it starts at 4:30, right?
I think that's when it starts. I think it starts.
Registration, 5, so about,
well,
yeah, 5
it's
o'clock.
4:30.
So I'll serve dinner and go through an agenda of information presented by Arizona School Board Association. And I believe we are up for election for the county board of director for Coconino County, so that usually takes about 5 to 7, I believe. All right. Any other questions?
No.
Item B, ASBA ASA Annual Conference and new board member orientation, December 14th through the 16th. And that will take place in Phoenix. Barbara, we registered those that are attending?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
Registration just opened today.
Oh, awesome. So just let Barb know if you plan to attend the annual conference. And calendar, and that is it. Item 9, additional agenda items. Item A, approval of Travis Crank extended leave of absence through June 30th, 2023. Do we have a motion?
I make a motion we approve extended leave.
I
Do you have a
second.
second? Okay. Superintendent Anderson?
President Fowler, members of the governing board, it is my recommendation that the board approve the extension of leave for Mr. Crank through the end of the contract year, which is June 30th, 2023.
Thank you, board members. Do you have any questions, comments, concerns regarding this agenda item?
No.
None? Call for the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion was made by Sandra, second by Charles. Motion carries with 3 votes. Item B, possible approval of policy KB PA-719 within the policy advisory here to the second reading, volume 34, number 2, 717 through 736. Do we have a motion?
I make a motion we approve the policies.
I second.
Superintendent Anderson?
President Fowler, members of the governing board, this specific policy KB is separate from the rest of the policy advisories because there was some additional language associated with the policy that we chose not to make part of the policy and why it is outside of the next item on the agenda.
Thank you. Board members, do you have any questions, concerns, comments regarding the agenda item?
No.
All right, motion, or call for a vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion was made by Sandra, second by Charles. Motion carries with 3 votes. Item C, second reading and possible approval of policy advisory volume 34, number 2, 717 through 736, with the exception 719 addressed in the previous action. Do we have a motion?
Make a motion we approve the policies.
I second.
Superintendent Anderson?
President Fowler, members of the governing board, these policies all of these policies stem from changes in Arizona revised statute as it relates to the last legislative session. They bring the district into compliance, and the district continues to work to ensure that we are in compliance with the policies as presented.
Board members, do you have any questions, comments, concerns regarding this agenda item? Call for the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion is made by Sandra, second by Charles. Motion carries with 3 votes. Item D, first reading of policy advisory volume 34, number 3, 737 through 738. No action at this time. Board members, Superintendent Anderson?
Study session.
Yes. President Fowler, members of the governing board, these are 2 policies that came in an additional advisory from ASBA, and we will be talking to them. There are some changes related to immunization that need to go before the board again to maintain our compliance. This is the first read. It will be a future agenda item for a second read and possible adoption.
Question.
Go ahead.
Can you ask them why the flu vaccine is not on there on not required shots within school? Okay. Because they got 2 of them listed. but they don't have the flu shot on there. I just thought that was inconsistent.
The flu shot is historically not been a
I know, but, I'm just wondering why that's not on there. But if that's what they say, historically not required, but, I mean, but the other two that are specifically listed, I don't know, it just seemed inconsistent to me, but, either way, it's fine.
I will have that information at our study session.
Any other questions, comments, concerns regarding this agenda item? All right, moving on to item E, update contact information within the regulations, ACAA-R Title for sexual harassment.
President Fowler, members of the
wait.
governing board, this is an information-only item.
Okay, go ahead.
Because it is a regulation, I bring it to the board just as information. This is a result of the change in leadership of our human resources area, and adds Nancy Warner and her email contact information and phone number to the regulation.
Board members, do you have any questions, concerns, comments regarding this agenda item? No? All right. Informational, so we're gonna go on to item F, approval of the 2021 through 2022 annual financial report. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the fiscal year 21-22 annual financial report.
Second,
Second.
Superintendent Anderson.
President Fowler, members of the governing board, I want to commend Lori Wilson for her work on her first annual financial report. This is the final revision of the 21-22 financial report. I would recommend approval.
Thank you. Board members, do you have any questions, concerns, comments regarding this agenda item? All right. Call for the vote. All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion was made by Sandra, second by Charles. Motion carries with 3 votes. Item 10, future agenda item. A, second reading and possible approval of policy advisory volume 34, number 3, 737 through 738. Superintendent Anderson? Oh, wait, that requires a motion.
No.
No?
We judge it, darn.
We.
Wait, I'm looking at the wrong one here, sorry. All right, sorry, Superintendent Anderson.
President Fowler, this is the policy that we just did the first read on. We will visit it at our study session and bring it back to the November board meeting for second read and possible adoption.
Board members, do you have any questions, comments, concerns regarding the agenda item? All right, thank you. Moving along to item 11, executive session. Item A, executive session pursuant to ARS 15-843A, consideration of a request to readmit an expelled student. Do you have a motion?
I make a motion, we go into executive session.
Second,
Second.
all in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion was made by Sandra, second by Charles. Motion carries with 3 votes. We like to ask everyone to excuse themselves unless this pertains to you.